The value of a blog post. Well, what is the value of a blog post? Blog is such a funny term, so let's forget about the term because that whole term, I don't like it. I think it's silly. But it's not about what I like and what I don't like. The fact is, blogs are here to stay, and a blog on your website is a very valuable thing. A blog on your website serves two purposes, not just one. One is you are providing the information that you want to share with people, the knowledge that you want to share with people, the things you think people care about. And that's 100% why you should have it there. The other thing that's 100% why you should have it there is when people go to Google and search something, or Bing or anybody else, what they're going to get is the search results. Google sends their little crawlers out, and the search results are based on what your content is. So it knows the name of your site, it knows the tagline of your site, it knows the other information about your site, that metadata. And so when you add a blog post that has this content in there, and it sees the name of the blog post, and then it also can see the words that are written there, then it knows this is relevant to this, and this is relevant to this, and this is relevant to what they're searching for. So let me offer them this result in the search. So SEO is a huge part of having a blog, right? So how much is a blog post worth is a very relative term, because it's worth placement in Google and it's worth providing information for people. And I'm going to tell you right now, whether you believe it or not, you may get up and go and see, oh, let me see my new blog post that I posted on my site. But every Tom, Dick, and Harry and Jane out there on the streets, they're not going to your website to check to see what your new content is. Chances are they're looking at your content when they need something. Now, if you take that same blog post, though, and you post it on your Facebook business page, you post it in a group you may have, you post it in other local community groups, or you send that same blog post out in the newsletter, or you send your newsletter out that says, hey, go check out our latest blog, then people may go to it, they may see some traction. And if you do it in an email and you say, hey, we just wrote a blog post about lower back pain in pregnant women, chances are only the pregnant women, a small percentage, are going to go there, but that could be the information that they need. Or it may be the information that my sister-in-law is pregnant. I'll tell her about this thing and share that with her. Or tell her she should go see the chiropractor for her lower back pain, and this is the doctor that tells me this. So you've got to look at where the possibilities are. There's the guarantees and there's the possibilities. And almost all of it is possibilities. There's no guarantee that anybody's ever going to see this stuff. But the value is, if you don't have it, there's no chance of anybody seeing it. So quality content is a chance, but you have to have it. Otherwise, if you don't, your neighbor chiropractor has it, the guy across town has it, the other chiropractor has it, the sports medicine chiropractor might be talking to pregnant women and you're not. He might be getting their business. So your blog is a very valuable piece of real estate, so to speak. It's digital real estate, but it's also an asset. So let me see if I can, I'm going to stretch a little bit here, but you have certain tools in your office, certain machines, certain things that are there that you have purchased that are valuable to your business. If you look at a blog post or a video or any other kind of content as an asset for your business and not as, I just got to create something and get it out there because everybody else is doing it. Because if you're chasing the Joneses in marketing, you always lose. But if you're creating the content from an asset building perspective and you're being helpful and you're being useful, that's a great asset to have. And that's an asset that in chiropractor specifically, a lot of stuff is going to be evergreen for the next 3 to 5 years. The changes that are going to come along are not going to be drastic. If you're creating software for AR or VR, next week, what you did this week is obsolete. That's not the business you're in. So you can take the time, you can have the budget to invest in content creation or content purchases or something dealing with the content that's valuable for your business, and get that on the right track so that you can use content to your advantage and buy it once, create it once, use it once, outsource it once, and use it multiple times over multiple periods of time in multiple places. That's the key behind it. So is a blog post valuable? Absolutely it is. And I'll give you a helpful little tip here. A blog post is really valuable because once you write the blog post and you've got that whole thing written out, that's a perfect outline to do a video just like this with your webcam in your office. No fancy stuff, just keep it simple. And you can just basically not memorize the blog post, but provide the same information in a video. It's just a different piece of content that says the same thing. So now you've got a video with this content and a blog post with the same content. So if you have the same 20 questions people ask you all the time, you can create that 40 pieces of content right there. And for the next 3 years, you can just keep rotating that content around. So content strategy is important, but the value of a blog post is it's the basis for everything because it is a written word. And we still use words for a lot of things. We still write outlines. We still write to-do lists. We still write a lot of stuff down. And so create a blog post, get it out there, and it will have some value to it as long as you look at it as an asset for your business and not a cost.